Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Path to Recovery podcast. Episode 21 today. The title is The Names of God. What is the relevance of the names of God? Well, I'm going to run down a short list of how certain languages say the word God. Understand, I'm not a linguistics person by any means, but that's not the point. This list is going to be my best efforts to say the name God in many different European languages. It's not all of them, it's just the ones that I can kind of figure out and be able to share with you. I'm going to do my best not to destroy the languages, but I have a point to this list. So let's begin. Albanian say Zot. Basque would be God. Bosnian would be Bog. Bulgarian would be Bor. Czech would be Bu. Danish would be Gud. Estonian would be Jumal. Finnish would be Jumala. French is Deu. Galatian is Deus. German is Gott. Greek would be Theos. Hungarian is Isten. Icelandic would be Guol. Irish is Dia. Italian is Dio. Latvian is Dievs. Lithuanian is Dievas. Maltese is Allah. Norwegian is Gud. Polish would be Bog. Portuguese, Deus. Romanian, Dumnezeu. Russian would be Bog. Slovak, Bo. Spanish, Dios. Ukrainian, Bo. And Welsh, Tu. So why does it matter how each language says the word God? It's real simple. It never matters how you say it. It matters that you feel it. It's not a language or a country that makes God, God. It's the knowing God that makes God. This list just impresses on us the global understanding of God. The fact that it's spoken in almost every language simply means that since the dawn of time, the concept of God has taken many forms and has been accepted as many different beings. The tribes of the United States and many other indigenous peoples around the world have referred to God as the Creator or the Great Mystery. I studied, followed, and practiced in the culture of Lakota, Ojibwe, and the Abenaki tribes. I spent a large portion of my life trying to walk the red road. It goes way deeper than this, but that phrase simply means that I was trying to do my best, or do the best I could every day, to be a good and honorable being. Did I accomplish that? Not entirely, no. And there were years that I was so far off from Allah or Abba, Deus or Bog, and all other spellings that I wanted no part of this word, God. Yet, I was talking about the Creator as I walked my path. My lack of desire to have the word God in my life seems like such an immature thing to me now, but it was necessary for me to believe the word God had a negative connotation for my own selfish reasons. I needed it to be that way. I was struggling through my dark night of the soul many times for many years, so I would blame the word God on all things that seemed to go wrong, as if God was the cause of it all. But I would honor the Creator or the Great Mystery just the same. I would say that my divine spirit is guided by the Creator. I would express through ceremony that I would love and honor the Creator for all that is, was, and will be. I would sit in my teepee and meditate to the Creator. I would work with other people to help them see the spirit path through the Great Mystery. I visited sacred Lakota sites and felt the Creator bring me guidance and love. I would perform medicine wheel ceremonies in Ojibwe tradition and talk about how the Creator has a way of showing us our inner balance and peace. I would feel the Creator in the trees, the plants, bugs, critters, and everything else I could see, touch, taste, and hear. But I would refuse to use the word God. I didn't feel it. A few years ago, I was introduced to what is now my spiritual partner, my life partner, and my human love, Laura Lee. Through our divine time together, we openly created a bond of trust and truth. Every conversation was shared as honest and the truth. We didn't leave anything out. Every possible historical event that we both had was talked about, and we spent days talking about life, love, and the dark nights of our souls, though we didn't phrase it in that exact way at the time. But one thing that she kept saying during our talks was that she always went to God. She understood my desires and reasons for not using the word God, and she respected it, which only made our relationship grow. We would talk about God concepts, but I wouldn't use the word. We would help others during our tours and share our spirituality with those willing to listen while on tour. I would provide medicine wheel tours and stupa tours and general spiritual tours, yet I wouldn't use the word God. Then came a day that she invited me to attend her spiritual center. She had been telling me about this place called Unity of Sedona and the spiritual leader named Michael Mirdad for many months, as it was part of her life, and we talked about everything. I respected her devotion and passion for her God. I honored her sacred time and her study during our time together. I loved her for all those things. So with respect and desire to honor her life fully, I agreed to attend. That first visit, everything felt like it was just another church to me. And since I had grown up Roman Catholic, that was the last thing I wanted to experience, because I knew, even as a child, that what religion was trying to tell me was off for some reason, and it just didn't quite resonate with me. So this first visit didn't move me as she had hoped it would, or quite frankly, as I had hoped it would. We talked in depth about it after, and she said that she noticed that Michael seemed a little off his game and that it had never been quite like that before. I told her I was okay with not going there again, and she was happily agreeing with me. Then, a few months later, as we were sharing in conversation, she said she was going to attend again, as she usually did, but that she actually was going to invite another man to go with her. And I guess that was motivation enough for my human self to say, I don't think so. I'll go and try it one more time. So funny how the ego enters so smoothly in the guise of jealousy. But anyway, I gave it one more try, and that has made all the difference. I experienced this man talking that day, and what came from him was a connection. He was talking about how Native American tribes would say this, and how the Baptists would say that, and that Buddhists thought this, and how Earth, Wind, and Fire expressed that. It was kind of like I was a kid in a candy store. My excitement was piqued and caressed, and I felt like I found the one thing I had been looking for all my life: my connection with God. I suppose you could say I kind of forgot. I forgot what God meant to me. I forgot how powerful God is for my soul. I forgot how easy it is to say God. I forgot that my path was always with God, just that I chose to use a different word, and that the word God was irrelevant, but that God's word is everything. All those years I was with God, and God was with me. I spewed hateful things in God's name, but God was there to hold me through each trauma, and all the darkness, and all my addictions. And again, through my healing, I saw the truth behind my mask, and the truth was God. What made this more special was that everything I did from then on had become enlightened with a new essence of my love for God. My ceremonies had become a deeper feeling. The medicine wheel's purpose became clearer. My connection with my guests became blessed, creating life friends instead of just having people ride segways or taking hikes with me. They became spiritual tours and spiritual hikes. My expression of love became divine. My passion for communing with God became real, and my hunger to feel God was unstoppable. And of course, my relationship with Laura Lee became more fulfilling as we expanded our oneness with God as individuals, but also together as one. Our studies became a team effort. Our discussions and everything we do has become driven by the God in all of it. What we do and what we watch and listen to is all driven by our love for God. What a tremendous transformation for me. So that can sort of show you that the word G-O-D, God, is always there, all over the world, in every nook and cranny. It just takes the right moment to accept it and to know that it isn't how it's spelled that makes the difference. It's always how it feels that tells the whole story. So folks, it's a short podcast, but thank you so very much for listening in. I greatly appreciate your time and your love and your ability to sit and listen to me as I speak these wonderful things. Thank you for your path to recovery if you're in recovery. Thank you for everything you do in your efforts to be whole and be loving. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you again for listening in today, folks. Your time and energy is greatly appreciated. Please feel free to download these episodes favorite them, share them, and even visit my YouTube channel, Yava-Coco Productions, for all the podcast playlists and for some insanely cool videos of my hiking adventures that I do in Sedona. That all helps me to continue to bring you more exciting podcasts and videos, both for healing, spirituality, as well as just kind of amazing videos of Sedona, Arizona. For those of you wanting to dig in a little deeper, maybe you're struggling with some inner issues, or you're in a recovery path from an addiction, or just looking for inspirational discussions about healing, check out all of my podcasts on your favorite podcast players. Titles like Path to Recovery podcast, Cognitive Awareness with a Touch of God podcast, Bear Clan's Hiking Sedona podcast, and yes, I even have one called Star Wars, The Bear Awakens podcast. We are here to help you, and what we're trying to do is offer you things that can help you for free. Plus, there's entertainment involved with a lot of these anyway. So thank you again, folks. God bless you, and I hope to see you on the rocks.